Hello everyone, my name is Robot Ren. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. I am currently in the middle of a thunderstorm, so if you happen to hear thunder or rain outside, it's not you, it's me. I tried to wait it out, but it is a very persistent and very inconsiderate storm, and we got work to do. So, today is the big day. We are finally running the hardest cave in Ark, at least in my opinion. That is the snow cave, the ice cave, the cave of the strong. It is the stuff of legend and the stuff of nightmares. Everything in there wants to kill you. I've never been in there where it wasn't well populated, if not overly populated, with some of the deadliest creatures you will find in this game. And I'm just a little bit nervous. But after the last time, I feel like I almost oversold the hard underwater cave, and then it turned out to be, the kitten, not the lion, trying to eat my face off. So I don't want to do that again, but it is my assumption that this is going to be a very hard, very long slog. And to that end, I have chosen the U-Tyrannus and the Rex as my primary mounts. Well, I guess the Rex is my primary mount and the U-Tyrannus as my secondary mount, because this cave is full of Purlovia, and the Uti is very, very good at pulling the Purlovias out of the ground. So in the past, I've used that to good effect, even in a solo game. But it's always good to have the hard-hitting Rex to do a lot of the dirty work. So that is our task and our plan for today. I have already built a facility over at the entrance of this cave to make sure that we can park our bird, which is Buck here, inside without concern about something coming in and taking him out while we're down in the cave. While I'm in the cave, I don't want to worry about anything except the cave. So on Buck, well, I guess Buck just has some wood and my old shotgun. Oh, speaking of, let's remove that and put it on the new shotgun. So when I was going to craft some more shotgun ammo, I realized that we actually had a new shotgun blueprint. So I popped a crafting potion and made up a new one. It's only a 24% skill bonus, but, 529.8%. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. I'm certainly not going to complain about that. So we're going to have that in our back pocket just in case things go really, really poorly. I've got some grappling hooks just in case. I've got healing potions this time. And I'm also bringing Mekon because at the very, very end, the path to the artifact is too small for any large dinos to go in, but I don't really want to go in on foot solo just in case, because there's very, very often bears and other wolves and yetis in there, and just in case things get bad, I want to have Mekon as my backup. And I also just remembered, oh, I've only got one grenade. Well, you know what? We don't need grenades. Do we? Do we, Buck? Should I make up some grenades? They're awfully handy for pulling Purlovias out. You know what? I'm going to make up some grenades, and then we're going to head off. Alright, we now have 25 grenades, plus 1 for good measure. I guess I could have made up a rocket launcher, but nah, that just seems overkill. Alright. I think that's everything we need. Alright, let's do this. I will meet you guys over there. And here we are coming into this little hole in the glacier. And I've got my temporary home. Stay out, Mr. Mammoth. We don't need you in here. I know you're perfectly benign, but you might attract some attention. So this is what the wood is for. I set up a fireplace because, well, it looks nice, right? Yeah. Something about a hearth and home. I don't know. No, really it's for in case I die and I spawn back in here on these beds, I can light that up and not freeze to death. So that's good. I don't think I need to drop off anything in here. I hear things above me. That is my backup. In case the worst happens. All right. Now the biggest trick here is that it's been so long since I ran this, I don't actually remember what the entrance is like. I know they changed it from ASE. But I can't remember how much they changed it. I think we can go right out of the gate. With Cindy. I think she'll fit through there. But if I'm mistaken, then we might have some issues. This is an unfortunate angle. See, Cindy's pretty beastly for a Yudi. She really is. This is part of the reason why I was so determined to properly... Sorry, I can't think and do. That's why I was so determined to properly mutate her, so that she would be a very, very useful mount in this cave and in other areas. Alright. That was a pretty decent start. She does have... Oh, it's an alright. It's an alright saddle. Not nearly as good as Rex 1 has, but... see if we can't scare some Perlovia. 'Cause here's the thing, if I'm not mistaken, Perlovia can dismount me from the back of a UD, so it's very important that I scare them out before they can do that. very, very high-level creatures in here. They're tanky. The Yetis especially. The wolves aren't the big concern in this cave. The Perlovia for their dismounting are, and the Yetis for their tankiness. The bears can inflict a lot of damage, but they're kind of glass cannony in that they don't have the health that others do. My goodness. And they just keep coming. The other thing is that water will actively damage you if you are in it. So you don't want to be fighting in the water. You don't want to be in the water any longer than you have to, actually. Come on, guys. And the salmon will actually bleed you out if you hit them, or if they hit you. It's not really a good angle to be fighting, but... Go ahead and give everyone a good scare. And then across the way we go. Wow, okay. I do not fear you, wolves. Not at least while I'm on the back of my mighty Tyrannus. But should I be removed from the back of my Tyrannus, I would absolutely cower in fear. Then again, that's what the shotgun is for. Alright, let's see. Make sure we are clear. I see the Perlovia over there. There's no drop over here at the moment. But I kind of want to clear it just for certainty. And that water, strangely enough, is not damaging me. Like it historically has done. Maybe that's only the water further down, but I swear I thought it was all water. The bleed effect of the saber-tooth salmon doesn't often come into play in the game, just in general, unless you make really, really poor choices. But in this instance, I would doubly prefer it not to come into play, because I'm going to need all the health I have. Alright, let's go ahead and give her a little bit of a level up. Melee. Why not? And then I have a level up too, because guess what? I got the first level on my chibi. And that makes me super happy. Alright, wolves. A Yeti. Come on, guys. Come and get me. Except that I just scared them away, so... that is, perhaps a little counterproductive. Oh! Maybe I can get over there. This is another reason why I love the Tyrannus in this cave. And that is because there are places where a Rex cannot fit. Where you will have to cryopod them to get through, and then you will be on foot, which is a very, very not good place to be in this cave. Where'd that wolf go? Come back here. I ain't done with you. Alright. There we go. First room complete. The first of many. I am hopefully not going to need all of this meat. If I do, things will have gone very poorly. However, I'll be picking up plenty of meat as we go along. Oh! Look at that. That's alright. It's of no use to me here anyway. If you are on foot, you can break down those crystals. That is a very good way to go. A very nice shortcut that will remove you from a tiny bit of danger, but only a tiny bit. See? The polar bears hit very hard. But they don't have a lot of health, so they go down pretty quickly. A fact you will know about if you've ever tried to tame a bear with just a standard crossbow or bow and arrow. Sorry about the view, guys. It's a little tight here. Just remember, if you can't see it, I can't see it either. I just know that they are there because I'm magic like that. Run away, Mr. Wolf. And the Purlovia came up. That's the other thing, is that not all Purlovia are visible. Very often you can see the mounds, but not every time. So it's good to do a fear roar periodically just to make sure. I mean, that is why I'm using the Utyrannus after all. See? Ooh. Cindy body blocked that for me. That was a terrifying moment, I must say. So yeah, the knockback definitely helps. Alright. Take a moment of pause. Take a breath. It's all gonna be okay. So far, even in... Oh, well. Actually, we haven't put on our fur armor. But if you're only snowflaked, don't want them to back me into a corner. Alright. Gonna scare up some wolves. Oh! Hello there, polar bears. Alright, you're bad news. See how much damage the polar bears are doing by comparison to pretty much anything else? Although Purlovias, despite their size, hit really hard, and they're also moderately tanky. So they really are the biggest danger in this cave, in my opinion. Man, those bears did a number on me. Getting surrounded like that was not good. As soon as this Yeti goes down, I will take a moment to heal up before we continue. Let's go ahead and take these wolves. Which is what I was going to do until those bears so rudely interrupted. Alright, I'm going to sit here for a minute and heal up, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to go. Alright, well that was a welcome respite from the stress and intensity of this cave, and now it's time to get back into it. Cindy is not quite 100% healed up, and I used all the meat in her inventory. So they did a number on me, almost 10,000 points worth of health damage. Quite the surprise. I want to try and keep those bears at bay now. Let's look at that. Almost 100 points a hit. They are the damage dealers in this cave. These are not your standard Gigantopithecus. No siree. I don't even think I want to come up to this side. I think I want to go the other way and go down, but for the sake of completionism and for safety, just gonna clear out everything. Sure, the no Purlovia. Alright. Good, good, good. We are doing well. We are doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and change into my winter clothes. And I've got free curry, just in case. It will get very cold down at the bottom of this cave. And unless you have extremely, extremely good fur armor, you will still get at least snowflaked, but very often ice cubed. And I do have pretty good fur armor, all things being equal. This is just stuff that I found. I've got some blueprints, but I didn't feel it was really necessary to craft them up. This should serve sufficiently for me. So yeah, when ASA first came out, before they had reintroduced cryopods back into the game, I was bound and determined I was going to run this like they did back in the day. Because for as long as I have played ASE, there have been cryopods. So, yes, I could have, you know, enforced my own rules and not used them, but I just wasn't... I wasn't that guy back then, let's put it that way. Wow. don't want to get back in the corner with those bears. No, no, no. Want to keep them on there. On the back leg, back foot. My goodness. The damage numbers they're putting out. So anyway, yeah, so I ran this on foot with just a shotgun, some grappling hooks, and some metal spikes, which I gotta say work extremely well. Like some strategically placed metal spikes and choke points, they will remove a significant amount of your opposition without you having to do anything. But I had originally intended to do it on the back of a Megalania. And I had even gone through a mutated Megalania to have really high stamina and really high health. Hey, she leveled up again. So yeah, really high stamina, really high health Megalania. And I was just gonna glide across the ceiling and avoid the majority of the encounters completely. And in the first room, it turns out Perlovia can jump high enough to knock a Megalania off the ceiling. So that didn't go very far. So then I just decided I'm gonna do it the classic way. Just me and my shotgun. And I did have a really good shotgun, but I did also die quite a few times. But in the end, I did make it, and I could say I ran this on foot without any creatures and no cryopods. And while that is, you know, meaningless in the grand scheme of things, it has meaning to me. Come here, Mr. Yeti. I would really like to not have to worry about you for the next few minutes. The difference between a Fearlord creature's defenses and a non-Fearlord creature's defenses is pretty significant. Like, I hit a lot harder if they're Fearlord. So it's not just about scaring them, it's also about doing significantly more damage. Here come the wolves. You're not getting back up there, bud. Wow, that was a 354. Alright. Health is still doing okay. Hold on to those just in case those arrows. That's the word I'm looking for. Arrows. Shotgun is better, generally speaking, but especially with my crossbow, can do a lot of damage. And at range. Shotguns are not known for their range. See? Pavlovas are per tanky too. Alright. Should be good up to here. Give it a roar. Give it a poop. I have a feeling this is going to be a very long episode because this is a very long cave. Not physically long, although it is pretty long as far as caves go, but there's just a lot to fight. And you really do need to fight most of it. Alright. This is one of those scary parts where you have to get off your mount. Oh, saw her tail. Thought it was something else. Alright, I think we're clear. But I do need to remember to drop this crystal. Oh, it's not a lot of crystal. So yeah, you cannot get through here with that crystal in place. What's happening with my frames? This is a very, very tight passage. You cannot fit through here with a Rex. But the Yudi can make it just fine. But you're going to come to a point right here where it's a total bottleneck. And you're going to have to fight. And you're not going to be able to see a lot of what you're fighting. You're just going to have to keep clicking and know things are there trying to kill you. And you've got to kill them first. But this is also one of those bottlenecks if you're on foot. Wow, that's a lot of bears. If you're on foot, this is a great place to set up some spikes. Oh my god, how many bears are here? Come on, man. Alright. No, don't go that. It's alright. We can go around. Wow, that is a lot of bears. See, I didn't undersell this cave at all. I have never come into this cave where it hasn't been like this. Lots of other caves, I've had things where they didn't really spawn in a lot. But this cave delivers on its promise every single time. Now you're on the back foot. I don't normally want to actively scare them, like fully scare them. I just want to get that additional damage bonus. But I guess in some cases, It is good to completely scare them away. So we're not done yet. We still got quite a bit more cave to go. And quite a few more bears, no doubt. And again, I apologize for the viewing angle here. It's a very tight passage. You see what I see, and if I don't see it, I guess it can't be seen. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Ugh. Almost through here. But I know there's going to be some pavlovas. Yep. What the heck is that in the ceiling? Another bear? Man, there were so many freaking bears here. I don't even know. Maybe I'll put up on screen the total number of bears I had to take out just to get through this section. It was a lot. I suspect a healing session is in my future. However, I didn't even get to scare that one out. Yeah, now you're not mate boosted, and you're fear roared. Who's the boss now, Pavlova? Alright, we're gonna go back and grab that yellow drop. It's an awkward drop to get, but it's one of the more consistent drops that I've found. Get in the right position so I can actually get off. Alright. I didn't say it was a great drop. Just a consistent one. Alright, so we're gonna go back to that chamber. I'm gonna do some healing. And then we're gonna continue, because she's hurting. She's hurting pretty good. Alright, well that's all she wrote for the meat that I have on me. Got me up from 68,000 back up to 81, so that's good, but I am trending downward. And that's not so good. However, we are, I don't know, 65% of the way through the cave. This is the last big chamber we're going to encounter. It's a lot of bears. If I were so inclined, this would be a good time to throw out a Rex. But I think we're going to try to take it all the way to the end. Just with Cindy. I think she's earned the opportunity to be the hero I've always believed her to be. Where are you going? Run away right at the end, you coward? No. Come back. I just want to eat you. Is that so wrong? I was liking it better when you weren't mate boosted. Why you keep running away? It's starting to get a little annoying. guy doesn't know where he's going. He's the guy who's always got his blinker turned on. Just going in circles. Now I know. That guy's just a confused Perlovia. Confused Perlovia, that's my new band name. I was gonna make a dad joke, but then I remembered I'm not a dad. I don't think I'm authorized. Alright. Are you gonna... Come back up here, bro. I know. Where are you going? Where are you going? Seriously. I wanted to jump off and look at its stats. But I want to make sure nothing's going to eat me. Do that. Oh, we can't do that. Well, dang it. But for real, they have super high health. Okay. I'm gonna go up this way. There is a bear. Aha! See, there's a bear, but there's also the potential for a red drop. Yeah, I want those Pavlovas out of there. Here, and this, and then this. Huh. Well, that is a nice helmet blueprint, but otherwise, was it crouch? Yeah, crouch. Okay. There we go. Back to the shotgun, just in case I fall off. So, if you're on foot, this is a very good path. Come up through here, over to there, because there's... I don't think anything ever spawns over there, so that's kind of a safe point. Then you can jump over there, obviously, or kind of, you know, drag them off of there. But we're not on foot. We're on Cindy. I know there are things above me. They may come down to meet me, I don't know. Come on, go away. Please. Alright. Not quite. That will be enough. Where did you go? There you went. Matter of fact, put that there. That way, in case I do get off, or get knocked off, I can grab the grapple and maybe... go to the ceiling. It's another one of those brilliant choke points. I'm kind of regretting not bringing some metal spikes just to throw down. That would help. Whoa, there's a lot more stuff up there. Is it new? No, it's evening. We've been in here for a while. Wow, wow, wow. Runaway bears. They'll be back. And I'll be ready. Ooh, man, that guy's gone. Alright, any more bears down there? At least one, two. Come on, brother bear. Let's get this over with. Please. That stirred up the hornet's nest. All the pavlovas. Okay. Got a good amount of meat to heal up once we get through this colossal battle. I think this is the last bear, which does my heart good. Individually, the wolves don't do as much damage, but together, it's like a pack of megalodons. Like, one megalodon isn't really that big of a deal, but if you get 8 of them on you, they will chew through you in no time. I don't want to just rush in here, just in case there are some Perlovias. that, as they say, is that. So now it's time to heal her up and get ready for the final push, because just around the corner is the very last segment, a lot of which I will not easily be able to ride a UD on. So we'll see that when we get there. Alright, we are fully healed up and ready for the final push. But I do have to remember... Oh! Hello there, red drop. I do have to remember to get a thumbnail, and maybe this guy will make for a good thumbnail. I didn't even catch what level this guy was. 318. That would explain. Very tough guy. Definitely going to feature in my thumbnail. Alright. That's a boondoggle we can't afford to go after just right now. I want to make sure that these guys are clear. Of them? It is. So yeah, when you see things like those drops, they're great. Never forget what you're actually doing here. Unless, of course, you're here just for the loot, which is a reasonable and legitimate thing. But we are not. We are here for an artifact, and a loot is merely a secondary bonus. Alright. Now is the time, and it's a good time. Now is a good time to go back to these. See if we can draw something. That hit pretty good. Alright, that's probably close enough. No, don't run away. Dang it! You weren't supposed to do that. You were supposed to keep attacking me. But if you're just gonna stand there, that was a headshot. Well, that's a wolf. Don't mind saying that was a moment of sheer terror, but I realized that's not a Yeti closing the gap. And wolves move a little bit faster than Yetis do. to stay in the water. Just like that. That'd be great. I said, stay in the water. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that wolf. He saw me and he howled from a long ways away. Ooh, 330. I'm so ready to be done with the Yetis. Isn't swim, Yeti, swim! There's gotta be another Yeti. He definitely seemed... Yeah, 384. He's getting mate boosted at some point from somewhere. So short. Height-wise, wow. That's a big fish. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Dang it. It is really hard to get a Yeti out of here. Oh, come on, man. Come on, game. Almost there. Almost there. Alright, we definitely have some pavlovas. At least. Yeah, I thought so. Another one where the angle is just difficult to see, whether you're playing or recording. There's another Pablo over here, because that one was still mate boosted. Right, I don't think I can get a UD up here, but I've been wrong before. Oh, there's a Pavlova. I've been wrong before, and this is one of those cases where I would be happy to be wrong. Come on, camera. Work with me. Alright, you know what? I think that thing is probably in the water for good. I do think I tried this before. Yeah. She's not getting through there. Which is a shame, I gotta say. Oh, this camera angle is so awkward. Let's see if I can scare some stuff, though. Well, maybe. Whoa! Look at that. Uties! They are universally good, I'm telling you. They're worth more than just, you know, scaring things, but they're really good at that too. Anyone else down there besides the fishes? Doesn't look like it. Alright, one more scare roar. Nope. Sweet. We have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. The last artifact has been retrieved. And now I just have to wait for it to respawn again. That's probably going to take a moment. You know, while I'm waiting for this to respawn, we could go get that red drop. Alright, don't get stuck. Oh my goodness, come on. Come on! Keep wide this way, there we go. This is so treacherous. I hate this part. All right. Really is no good way to do this. There we go. What are my... Oh, 240. I mean, those are still nice gloves, you know? They're just not as good as the ones I already have. Alright, let's go back and check. It has returned. And now we shall have it. The last artifact of the last artifacts. I feel like a weight has been lifted from my shoulders, but at the same time, I also feel the existential dread of the next task, the next challenge, which is the dragon. But before we can do that, we gotta get out of this cave. And it has been real time 2 hours and 15 minutes for me, which means there's a really good chance there has been some respawn, at the very least, towards the beginning of the cave. Now, I am going to fight as little as possible. But there is a real chance... Oh, look. That's already respawned. Can I just plow over that? No. No, I cannot. Hopefully that will be enough for me to get through. I know there were some creatures up there already. If they don't bother me, I won't bother them. Alright, looking good so far. With my settings, the materials do tend to respawn faster than the creatures do. Also, I am getting some terrible frame rates at the moment. I would love to exit the game and restart it, but doing that while in the cave would be a very bad idea. Alright, things are getting better. I'm not entirely sure if this will be my last recording on this computer, or if I will wait till after the dragon to put my new PC into service. But I am very much looking forward to it. Wow, that is a crazy pistol. Dang. We're definitely gonna save for safety there. Alright. We shall continue. So yeah, the new PC is here. It is built. It is functional. I am still waiting on the case, but other than that, I have already got... Come on, game. I've already got all the software that I need set up on it. Alright, I guess we're gonna go this way. I do still have some setup to do on OBS and whatnot. Please let me out of here, game. Thank you. But other than that, it's pretty much ready to go. It's this current PC that is going to become my new recording PC that I'm going to have to do a lot of the setup on because... Well, because I use a 2 PC setup. One to play and one to record. And my current recording PC will get retired other than for storage purposes. Where were you? There you are. Look at that! All that work and... Wait. No, that was a... Megatherium saddle. I thought she was going to get a saddle upgrade right at the end. That's okay. If I ever do tame up some Megatheriums, they're going to be well protected. Alright. If we're gonna have respawns, this is where we're gonna start to see them. Oh! What the heck is attacking my bird? How? How is that happening? Oh. I know. Oh, come on, game. Now is not the time to have Crappy frame rates. Because the bird was technically in the... Oh, no. Oh, just die already! I think because the bird was technically in the cave. Are you kidding me? There's a Daedon in here now? I really hope I didn't just lose my Yudi. Ugh. Oh. Frames. Literally 3 FPS right now. Alright. Now we're going to try to get out of here at 10 frames per second. I know this is a known issue. I know that they're working on it. I hate to highlight it or call it out, but you know, this is the reality. Generally speaking, I have had very, very good luck with the 5.5 update. But this is something that is happening. Wow. This is quite interesting. All right. I appear to have succeeded. I'm not entirely sure. Let's try to get out of this cave and see if things will clear up. They will not. The reason I was having frame rate problems, that was all on me. I forgot to set my graphic settings back to the lower setting that I normally play on after I did my thumbnail for this episode. So, yeah. Yeah, that's on me. I will claim that. All right, well, that is it. That is the Cave of the Strong done. I can't believe that it went that smoothly, but I am super happy that it did, and I'm super happy that it wasn't because we had a complete lack of resistance like we did in the hard underwater cave. So, next up is the dragon. We're not quite ready for that just yet. I still need to go out and pick up at least one more Giga Heart, preferably 3, although I doubt I'm going to be able to find 3. I'll be happy if I can just find 1, but it's 2 Giga Hearts to fight the Alpha Dragon, and I only have 1, which means I will only be able to fight him 1 time, at least for now. We can always come back and fight him a second time later just to have a head mounted on the wall, but for now we just need 1 to get to the tech cave, and that will be the next thing. After we fight the dragon, then we go do the tech cave. We have a lot of stuff still left in front of us, but probably only a few more episodes before we get there, and then we're off to Ragnarok, baby. Hopefully by that point in time, Ragnarok will be released, and we'll move over to there, check it out for a little while before we come back and head off to Scorched Earth. But that is all well into the future. For right now, my name is Robot Ren. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.